Alright, so in chapter 13, titled Not at Home, we see the dwarves and Bilbo um, leaving the tunnel and going through the mountain to the other side. They send Bilbo first to go make sure the coast is clear, and of course the dragon's not there. And then, of course, the dwarves start arming themselves. And Thorin gives to Bilbo a coat of mail made from mithril. Or, what do they call it in here? Silver steel, which I believe is what the word mithril actually means, I believe. No, I think it means gray silver. Something like that. But it is only found, mithril is only found in the mines of Moria, which at this point, as you know, is abandoned and taken over by goblins and orcs. And, of course, Sauron, they give it all to Sauron. So he's hoarding all this mithril or whatever. Obviously, there's still works that have been made with that stuff. That's still around. Obviously, here in the mountain, they find one. And of course, Thorin is looking for the Arkenstone, and so the dragon sickness is already starting to take over him. Obviously, the gold and all that is cursed from the dragon laying on it, kind of like the gold that Fafnir is laying on in the story of Sigurd. It is cursed, and but they get to the other side and they're like, "Hey, where's Smaug? It's been days and he's not been home." I think you would think by this point you would think, maybe the dragon's dead. And then the next chapter does go. Chapter 14, Fire and Water, does talk about the death of Smaug. There was something else, they mentioned in Not at Home, this bread stuff that men make called cram, which is basically their version of lembas bread, which is the white bread of the elves. This is their own version of that. The Arkenstone. Bilbo does find it and he puts it in his pocket. Doesn't tell them that he has it. Now, this Arkenstone, some people debate on whether this could be a Silmaril. It's not. Those are completely lost. One obviously is in the sky, one's below the earth, and is going to remain there till the end of time, and one is in the water, below the seas. So you're not going to find them. But anyway, I thought I would try to get both of these chapters in one video today. There's really not much to really analyze, I don't think. And, of course, when the dragon comes, before the dragon comes, all the people are praising Thorin, and they see all this. It appears that the river is running with gold. It's like golden colored, but it's the dragon's fire that they're seeing. And they quickly go from praising Thorin and all that to cursing him and his company and blame him for what has happened. And Bard kind of tells him, "Hey, wait a minute." And he tells them that, hey, they're probably dead too, so kind of lay off a little bit, right? But the dragon destroys the town. He falls on it, which completely obliterates it in his death throes because Bard kills him. Bard is a descendant of the King of Dale, the last King of Dale, Girion, who died, but it is said that his wife and his child escaped. And this is how Bard eventually came to be. Anyway, and of course they ask for help from the Elven King, who now brings his army, and he builds them shelter and stuff because the winter's coming and they could starve. And people are already starving and getting sick and dying already. And, of course, at first they think, when the dragon dies, they don't see Bard. They think he's dead, but he's not. And we do get kind of Tolkien hints that the master of the lake town isn't the nicest, greatest person in the world. And I like what Peter Jackson did in the movies, using that character a little bit more and doing more with it, giving him, I believe, doesn't he give him a name? And he gives him a servant, Alfred. I kind of like what he did there with that. The only thing that bothered me about the movie was the whole love triangle thing. I think that was the worst offense, but the rest of it, not bad. But, of course, the book is better. The book is always better. But, yeah. Anyway, there you have it. So, the dragon is dead. The dwarves have their mountain back. But the story is not over, as we will see in the next video. So, hope you enjoyed this one, and I will be back tomorrow with another, and like I said, try to finish this up this week, and so that way next week it's on to the Lord of the Rings. So there you have it. Alright, I will see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.